Hello, and thanks for tuning in. So are you in the market to buy some real estate? Maybe you're a first-time buyer or a seasoned investor or someone looking to pick up a vacation home. Well, no matter what type of buyer you are, you have one thing in common, and that's resale value. Hi, I'm Jason Lopez, your friendly neighborhood real estate broker. And today, I want to share 5 tips on resale value that have nothing to do with price or condition and everything to do with location. We're all familiar with the term location. Well, let's break that down and look at what it really means. So tip number 1 is schools. So even at this stage of the process, you're in the market to buy a home. Whether or not you're planning to have children or you already have children, it could be important to the next buyer. So you really want to do your research on the schools. There's a great place for you to do that. You can go to education.com, which you should see right here on the screen, and do all kinds of research about local schools. Not only can you learn what schools are in the district, where they're located, but you can also look at things like test scores and compare that school to other schools in the district, the county, and even across the state. So schools is going to be your number 1 factor when it comes to resale value. Next is going to be something we call walkability. How walkable is your neighborhood? Over the last probably 10 years or so, we've seen a big move out of the suburbs and to more urban centers. Think of downtown San Diego as an example. People love living in these more urban environments because they can walk everywhere. They can walk to schools, they can walk to restaurants, bars, they've got great access to public transportation. There's a great site you can check out. It's called walkscore.com, which you'll be seeing here as well, walkscore.com. You simply type in the address of the property you're thinking about buying, and it will give you a score based on how walkable that area is. 0, not very walkable. 100, very walkable. So you definitely want to check out the walkability factor before you make a decision because it could affect the resale value. Number 3 on the list is lifestyle. I've always said people don't just buy a property. They buy a neighborhood, a community, and a lifestyle. It could be a home near golf courses, maybe coastal recreation, hiking trails, whatever the case may be. So you need to consider not only the type of lifestyle you're going to live, but also if that's something that future buyers are going to be attracted to. So look at the type of lifestyle you're going to live if you buy that particular home. Next on the list kind of goes hand in hand with the lifestyle factor, and that's the amenities. What amenities surround the neighborhood and are you going to have access to? Churches, again, schools, grocery shopping, public transportation, whatever the case may be. There's all kinds of amenities that could affect the resale value or access to certain amenities when it comes to buying real estate. So you definitely want to check that out. One site that you're probably familiar with that I use all the time, in fact I highly recommend it if you've got a smartphone, I've got my notes here on my iPhone, is Yelp, YELP.com, Yelp.com. They have a great mobile app. I use it all the time when I'm out and about. I can pull that up, I can find a restaurant, I can find a bank, I can find anything I'm looking for basically, and then also read reviews. So Yelp is a great place to do some research on the amenities that you're going to have access to and what other buyers will have access to once it comes time to sell that property. And then last on the list, guys, is something that people don't talk often about, and that's government projects. Is there something on the books in that city or that neighborhood that might happen down the road? Like maybe they're going to extend a freeway and it's going to affect the value of your neighborhood because they've got to take a couple of houses out and you're going to have a couple of bridges in your backyard all of a sudden. Maybe there's a new housing tract going in, or there's some planned work on the street. Maybe sewer lines are going to be going in, or they're going to be burying utility lines or things of that nature. So you definitely want to check out what government projects are going to be happening in the future that will affect the resale value of the property down the road. And a great place to find that out is to go to the local county website. So you can search San Diego County as an example and see what they've got on the docket. It's also the local city website where that property is located will give you some tips on that. And you can always go to the planning or zoning department to see if there's anything you need to know about. So again, let's recap. You've got schools, the walkability factor, the lifestyle, the amenities, and government projects, all of which have nothing to do with price or condition and everything to do with location. Now there's one place you can go to find most of this stuff out, guys, and that's my website. You can see it right there on the screen, SanDiegoHomesurfing.com. I've got education.com link, I've got the Yelp link, I've got local community maps. You can access all kinds of information on the communities and the lifestyles of those neighborhoods. And then you can also link out to the government websites I mentioned. So san diegohomesurfing.com, and I appreciate your time, guys. Take care.